sheet you have in front of you, this is a sheet I've used for many, many years now with students. It's what I termed a coverall. Basically, when I used to revise as a student, what I used to do is I used to write everything on sheets of paper in bubbles and things. I then used to go on a walk and try and remember as much of the things as I could. And what I found was I couldn't remember certain material, but I could remember where it was on my page. So I could think, oh, it's halfway down, it was on the right-hand side, what was that name and point? And so I thought from there, a lot of students revise not just what it says, but what part of the page it's on. So this is what this is designed to help you with. It's designed to help you actually see the structure of essays, see how you actually formulate answers, and how to order and structure things. Are we all right, girls? You all right? That's fine. All right, so top first box, you need to write quite small. There are post-it notes available if you run out of space. This is for summary only. This is summary. So, first box is for the Peterson et al. Quote. So the first box is for the first slide.
Is this online?
Yes, no, it's online. Yeah. So, Peterson et al. Can somebody remind me, what does et al. Stand for? And all, super, or and others. So Peterson, the book is actually on the bookshelf. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It says, in Reason and Religious Belief, it defines a religious experience as one where a person has or believes they have had an encounter with God. In your essays, you would have to explore why that quote is important, what it means. So, for example, it looks at how it's the person's own belief. It's not saying it is God, it's saying it's their belief in God. And so, in an essay, you could then explore why is that quote interesting. I mean, it's specifically to God. So what about other faiths? Is it still including other faiths? It also still leaves open the possibility of it's just a belief they have, doesn't mean it's true. Also within that box, so you do just spread it out, use that box as much as you need. This is where you would start an essay. I certainly would go in an introduction. Religious experiences are revelations. That's a very, very important word to use. It's a word you would use throughout an answer. What it means is that knowledge is gained about God that would otherwise not be known. Why is that important? Because it's not just gaining knowledge of God. You read the Bible, that's not a revelation. It's gaining new knowledge. It's gaining knowledge you wouldn't otherwise know. So in the case, for example, of Saint Bernadette, she got a revelation because she found the spring that would otherwise not have been known. I'm going to move it on in a sec. We are going to have to go through this quite quick because, as you can see with the sheets, there's a long way to go. So this is about summarising your key points. Louisa, go on.
Do those things like in the Bible when God's talking to people through various ways, like do they count as like religious experiences and revelation?
Yeah, absolutely. So anytime when God speaks to people or communicates, so for example when the burning bush, exactly, so they're gaining, so when the burning bush, that was God talking to Moses saying go to Egypt and free your people. He gained the revelation of I need to go to Egypt and talk to the Pharaoh. So yeah, all of that's revelation. What the revelation is not is when you read it as a believer. That's then not a revelation because that's not new knowledge, but when it actually happened to them firsthand, then it was new knowledge. So yeah, very good question. Sam?
If it's not a revelation, is it not a religious experience?
Yes, I think that's a very good way of saying it, that you need, for a religious experience, you need that revelation, because obviously it links in with William James's noetic quality, so you have to gain new knowledge of God.
Yeah, so if I see God, and he appears to me, and he tells me, reads out the Bible,